hon. Hey, baby. We at, hon? Oh. Hey, salty girl. Hey, maniac. Hey, that's not really Tiffany. Hey, first wives. Penny, this is for you. Hey, Golek. Sorry about that, salty girl. You whiskey drinkers out here, this is the way to do it. Hey, Penny, look what I got. Look what I got, Penny. What do you think? Are you jealous? 61 bucks. 61 bucks. They actually dropped the price a little. I'd pay more than that because I think it's pretty interesting. You can get it at a gas station, but none of these party stores carry it. So whoever's ordering the liquor here is not, it's a little bit upper echelon. Good, Backwoods. How you doing? I'm going to be doing a lot better after a couple shots of this. I won $1 on the Fantasy 5. I threw the box in the garbage. They started laughing at the girls in the place started laughing. I was unwrapping it when I got out the door. It takes up too much space in my garbage. Just get rid of it now. I don't even like. I mean, it's a cool little metal can that comes over some of them, but I don't want to be. I'm not collecting anything anymore. So I tore it right out of the box. They thought I was going to start drinking it right outside of the store. Yeah, no, this is good whiskey. It's surprising that it would be at a gas station, but like I said, uh, we have a meat shop, butcher place that has some pretty good Scotch, but they don't really. They have a hard time selling this heavy peaty stuff. I'm just surprised that this would be in a transient, kind of a quick stop place. They got a lot of bullshit Scotch too, but to me, this is the best one. Yeah. Yeah, that's unbelievable, Penny. Yours is so much cheaper. That's crazy. Although in Michigan, the state controls the liquor sales. You can buy beer and wine independently, but that shows you how much you got to buy your liquor through the state. Everybody. I didn't know they were hosing us that bad. Hey, Jennifer. Showing you a sample when I come down there and we go get Greek food. Yeah, I saw that Johnny Walker. I get Johnny Walker. I hear a train coming. I like Johnny Walker. Let me see if I can beat this baby and get my GoPro going. I like Johnny Walker. I like them all. I didn't try that ice stuff. I've had the green, the blue, the black. I don't like that gimmick crap. I hear the train, but I don't see it. But I'll bet it's coming down through here. I will, Jennifer. I don't drink my scotch till after I get the train video. How's that for a college degree paying off? That train, I think, should be northwest of Sterling. Gonna find out. I think that's it. Way down there coming this way. Yep, that's it. Way down there coming this way. I'm not 100% sure. Yep, here it comes. Set my GoPro down here. Right here. See him? No, yeah, no news. Salty Girl's just on here, said no news. Salty Girl, I'm not sure. Some states have reciprocity. I don't know if I could come down there. I could always do it free. If you get in a jam, do some PI work. I don't know what the reciprocity agreement is with Michigan. I don't know if they have one with Georgia or not. But I'd help you out on that. I mean, follow up leads, you know. Be no problem. Yeah, Daisy's in the car, yep. Oh, okay. I think they must have some bad track. I've noticed these trains are going really slow lately. Hey, Deanna. Hey, Mary. Good night, Steph. Yeah, he's got bright lights, sure does. Yeah, it's just one engine and a few cars. Hey, Semka. That sounds cool. Hey, Janice. Yeah, I put something better, a GoPro. Hope it's not in a million pieces. There's always that chance. I don't mind gambling on... I'd never put one of my Nikons there, no way. Cross your fingers, all you Christians out there. Pray that my GoPro camera made it. Yep, it did. I can see it blinking. I got it. Right there. Hey Chris. I did, actually I did cinematic 4K because, you know, time lapse, you need a lot of time, so forget that. And really, that's about the infrared time lapse, it wouldn't be long enough. Other than that, you're kind of screwed. So I did cinematic 4K. I'll be able to show it to you right here. Hi, hon. You hear the train? You hear the train, hon? Good girl. Oh, yeah. Good girl, honey. Good girl. So here you go. This damn thing. There's no smudges on this. This phone is a pain in the ass. I don't think you're going to be able to see it too good, but it's worth a try. See the light in the middle? That's a train. Well, no, it's not quite yet. Yes, that's unfortunate. I noticed the camera moved a little bit. Oh yeah, I see it. For $39.99, you're going to be able to see the rest of it. Please send Patreon. Hit the like button, pay for this, or do not watch it. No, it's storming south here. I was hoping it. We didn't have any damage, but there's a lot of people with power out here. Rose City got nailed. Sterling got nailed. And I can see it's really sweeping across Saginaw. See this light in the middle? That's a train. The screen, it makes it look light blue, but it's actually dark. Hear it? Hey, Tracy. Hey, Flower Fairy. No, airports aren't federal. What do you think of that, huh? That'll be $39.99 later at the Patreon. That you're not gonna get to see it. Yeah, I'll upload it. It'd be a good. I always think it's really interesting. It's $39.99 if you want to see it. It's beautiful out. I'm gonna go up there on top of the hill. Nice breeze. Hopefully, I can see some nice. I doubt that I'll be able to see any thunder. I was out last night. I stayed up till 5 in the morning last night. I talked to somebody from YouTube for 4 hours and 50 minutes. I woke up totally nude. Oh, you like the audio? Oh, good. Yeah, the audio is excellent on these cameras. Oh, yeah, you could. Yes, you could. Give me your phone number. I'll call you tonight. We'll talk that long. I'll make you feel extra special. Yeah, they do help you sleep, but you got to be careful with long-term use of Benadryl. You're better off taking second-generation drug, Zyrtec. I slept till noon. I feel like $1 million. Get out of there. Don't you be pulling out there. car's been here all day long. Oh, here's somebody else up here. Not the only one. Oh, this guy's leaving. No, what happened is the federal government came down on power companies and said that if they continued to have these outages, they were going to fine them. I don't know what the dollar amount was, but it was a lot, like $100,000 a day. And what happened is when that happened, it was going to hit them in the pocketbook. They exercised full easement rights, which meant going down through neighborhoods and cutting trees on both sides of power lines back to the maximum distance. There's lawsuits and stuff. They won't go anywhere because they're already granted easements. So they pissed off a lot of people, but it's way better than it used to be, and that's why, because of federal sanctions. That's why, Cindy, that's why they did it. Don't get mad at the power company, blame the federal government. They're the ones that caused it, just like they did the opioid crisis in the mid-90s. There's still so much damn on this damn camera. Hang on. He's just chilling on my lap. You want to get out and go pee-pees? You want to get out and do some pee-pees? Walk around? You can go out and go pee-pees if you want. You want to go out and go pee-pees? Walk around? Sure. Sure, you can go enjoy yourself. Sure. There you go. Oh, it's beautiful out right now. There's the rest stop over there. Hey, Frederick. Yeah, that's why they did it, Mary. That's why. It actually worked like it was supposed to, but they angered a lot of people, especially people with old, mature trees. I mean, you can't have it both ways. Trees near the power line that are beautiful and quit bitching about the power outages, or way less power outages and no trees. It's just like a marriage, yours and mine both. Didn't quite end like it started out. Now, I don't know what the tops on those lightning and thunderstorms the other day were 61,000 feet. That's pretty damn impressive by Mother Nature. You're not out climbing those in anything. Oh yeah, see the lightning and thunder way south? Those are moving from west to east. Those are just north of Saginaw. So those are high, probably 30,000 feet. Couple shots of this Ardbeg 10. It's time to go kayaking. Yeah, but in this country, the federal government got the opioid problem going. The AMA, the federal government, said they weren't treating pain appropriately. The insurance companies were getting their asses handed to them for pain and suffering. That's what changed the whole deal. The government pushed opioids at the beginning because of pressure from private insurance. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Oh, a full moon paddle? Yeah, I was talking to this lady in the Northwoods. Well, you know the guy that owns that place. His wife died. His wife died of COVID about 5 months ago. He had it too and survived. I was talking to my neighbor yesterday. He was in the hospital for 2 weeks. I think I had that damn shit a couple times, to be honest with you. I mean, I really felt bad. Yeah, can you see those flashes way down there? Right on, Mary. That's exactly right. Oh, I love storms. Not when they mess up people's stuff, though. Hey, and the marijuana guy, the guy, you know, I took those infrared shots of some marijuana about a week ago. I went and gave him his photographs. And he's not moving now, so he's going to harvest all his marijuana plants. Yeah, you're right, Dan. Yeah, I felt bad. Oh, sorry about that, Modified. See, no little Daisy, she was on her, so I never need to worry about Daisy running off as a puppy. Hope this wind isn't too noisy. Boy, is that nice out. I took my kayak and I hid it today so it didn't blow away. We were supposed to get a big storm. Yeah, sorry about that, Michigan Modified. Lonely highway. I could stay out here all night tonight. If I had a place like this to sit, like around my house, I'd just drink my heart big time. Just like sit here. This is why I like going down to India, Atlantic, Florida. Stay at the Radisson, get a good room for a week, order to go. They got a good restaurant down the street too. Take a Uber, have a few beers, just sit all night long on the balcony and listen to waves crash and storms come in. So great. Well, I don't think the government was aware that they were going. Well, the problem with this thing is they fudged the data on addiction. That's the problem. But it was the government that got the ball rolling on pain. I mean, big time. And now they're blaming the physicians for it. Same thing they criticized them for when they got the ball rolling for not treating pain appropriately. You'll find that in the tiny fine print someplace, but they certainly have buried it as good as they could. Wasn't that awesome, Michigan Modified? Oh, good for you, Cindy. Yeah, Cindy, do you have one? I have a couple of them, really good ones, ionizers. Use those ionizers and you leave them on, they'll take all that smell away like in 15 hours. Get the good ones. I've used them. They'll take the smell of cat pee out if you can believe it. You got to let it run for about a week, like in a basement or something, but it works. Yeah, That's it, Mary. You're on the ball on this one. You know what's going on. No pain, no gain. It's a bunch of bullshit. Oh, okay, Tracy. Yeah, I got vaccinated. No, I put it in the. Actually, I put it on top of that Toyota van until the storm went away, and that barely fit. You know that thing on your electric garage door? And then I pulled it out and put it back there. They put a new metal roof on this building. I said, no pain. Hey, you want to know something weird? Is that car left? That car left. That was here all day today, that blue car, when I first pulled in. Hey, Owls and Smoke. Yeah, you know, most of those dehumidifiers are junk. They really are. They only last about 2 seasons. Do you have it draining right into the drain, or do you got to keep emptying that damn thing? You'll find your dehumidifiers drain a lot of power. Use a lot of power. You wait till you see your electric bill. Because I had a lot of photo albums and stuff. Hi, hon. Hi, honey. Hi, honey. Yeah, it's all right. I know what you mean, Cindy. Hi, hon. Sell that Lincoln. Hi, honey. Hi, hon. Oh, you feeling good, honey? Good, girl. I better get Daisy a hamburger. What time is it? I better get Daisy a hamburger. I forgot. You want a hamburger, honey? Yeah, they must like it. I saw that car was here earlier today, though, like 10 o'clock. I was down there today doing they were doing some roof work. So I drove down this path, and I'm sitting there setting up my camera. I ended up not doing it because I didn't have the right mount. And here I see this Michigan DOT truck, and it's like, oh, God. Come on, party. Good girl, hon. Hop over there, honey. Get up there. Go on. Get up there. Dad takes you everywhere. Pet dog. Pet dog. Oh, really? Yeah, I get Daisy a hamburger. Plain ham. I get a small order of McNuggets. Not that I really want them, but I don't want to be hungry at midnight. And nothing to eat. I don't have anything. Some stale goldfish. Some wheat thins with some kind of powder on them. McDouble, I used to like them, but you know, they're not. Oh, that car's still there. I couldn't see it. See it back there? Right there. Anyway, I'm talking to this DOT guy, and he said there's a place. He wouldn't tell me where it was. Not that I gave a shit. I offered to catch him for him. A 50-mile area where something is eating the signs, and you don't know what it is. It's damaging the road signs. Daisy knows no pain, no gain. I don't know how these places are going to make it this winter. Close this early during their primo time. Sweet and sour. It is the Astro tank. That's no kidding. See how many miles. I haven't been driving as much as I used to. 421,206.
Welcome to McDonald's. My name is Jake. Would you be using the mobile app today?
No, I won't. No, thanks.
All right, what can I get for you?
Can I get a hamburger plain and what's the next? 6-piece McNugget with spicy.
We don't have the spicy nuggets anymore.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Well, you got anything close to it?
We have spicy sauce, and we have the spicy crispy chicken sandwich.
Yeah, what are the other sauces you have?
Sauces?
Yeah, they come with McNuggets. You used to be able to get some choices. Do you have that?
We have barbecue, sweet, sour, honey mustard, hot mustard, honey, buffalo, ranch.
Buffalo.
Buffalo? No
Yeah,
problem.
thank you. Thank you. Can I go now?
Is that all?
Yep.
All right, 464.
And that-
First one, go ahead, please.
That hamburger's plain too, okay? Yeah, thanks.
Yes, it is. Yep,
Thank
I got it.
Thank you.
All right, have a great day.
Thank you, you too. Daisy's ready for her hamburger. She knows what's coming up and the people talking out of that box. It's hamburger time, hon. Oh yeah, hamburger time, honey. Oh, Daisy's all ready. Now watch, I'll ask her to move over because I got to get my wallet. Could you get over, honey, please? Thank you, honey. Thank you. Good girl, hon. Thank you, honey, for doing that. I'd get you one if you were here, Jeremy. Jeremy spoken. Thank you, honey. That's how it's been from like early on. I never trained her to do that. She watches, and it's so weird. She does like about 10 things like that. She was told to stay one time. So crazy, isn't it? Like she understands words. She understands the back of this hand on her ass is what she understands. How you doing?
Anything else? Sorry, 5 meat chickens and McDouble, no onion or pickle, 2 large
Yeah,
fries. Is that correct?
She's a smart dog. She really is. Smartest dog I've ever had.
No, thank you. Candy 6-piece with buffalo.
Yep.
It's gonna be $4.64.
Hamburger too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, good, thanks. No, it's so nuts, man. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff she does like that. She wanted a double treat today and was pulling my socks. Thank you.
You're all set. Good night.
Pulling my socks. So I get her one. She's so spoiled. She probably is a little overweight, but it's hard to tell with Daisy. She's always had that big, thick torso. She's got a big, giant neck. She's going to be taking on this hamburger. See, I got a couple drops of rain in the window. I hope it does come on here and rain, but it didn't look like it. Yep. I told you guys, get that app on your phone, man. My Radar. It's so great, man. I love watching it. I watch it I bet I watch that thing an hour total a day. Shows lightning strikes and wind. You can put all these different layers, IFR, humidity. I don't even put temperature on it. I know what the temperature is. I want all the other things. Winds aloft.
Hi, 6 years plain hamburger.
Thank you.
I got hurt a lot worse than that.
I think I'm gonna go over here and eat it. You got a ham boogie, Daisy. Wow, hon. You got a ham boogie, honey. Try our Wagyu burger. Yeah, bullshit. I bet it doesn't have 5% Wagyu in it. Another marketing scam. They need to work on their roast beef before they start getting into hamburgers. Wagyu burger at Arby's. Bullshit. Hey Christine, how you doing? How you feeling? Daisy only gets a little bit of the bun. This hamburger's hot. Wagyu. She likes to unwrap it. You guys know that. You're gonna get the hamburger, honey. Cause you were a good girl tonight. She hasn't been getting out with me as much. It's too damn hot. There you go, honey. There's your hamburger, hon. Eat your Wagyu. Eat it, honey. Atta girl. Wow. There's your hamburger, honey. Yeah, she'll spit it out and wait about a minute. It's not hot enough to burn your mouth, but it's hot enough to make her spit it out. But that McDonald's, I don't like McDonald's really. I'm stopping here because it's my last choice. It's better than I wouldn't go to Burger King and if they were open. So, but man, McDonald's used to be good. It's not anymore. I think their food's terrible. These McNuggets are okay, but I had a fish sandwich yesterday. I don't even like their. If you had a Culver's hamburgers, you'd never want to eat another McDonald's. Hey, Jeff. You see that smudge on the window? That's dog dander from Daisy. Yeah. I was talking to the new owner of this McDonald's yesterday morning. And they're making more money now than they ever have. No shit. They're freaking out about when fall comes, when the high school kids can't work there. They don't know what the hell they're going to do. You want to go expensive? I think Culver's is crazy expensive. These McNuggets are actually good. They do. Amazon quit doing drug testing. There's one place in town that I know they got 4 pedophiles working there. I recognized them on the sex offender site. Oh, sorry about that, Christine. Yeah, certain businesses making out. But we've had a restaurant here. It was probably the top restaurant at G's Pizza. And man, they're hardly ever open. They're not even open on Sundays anymore, which was one of their busiest days in the summer. Here we are in what's supposed to be the peak season. You go by there, they're closed all the time. Yeah, it's 10,000 years of breeding with man dogs. That's why they're the way they are. No, I'm the same way, Penny. Their fish is greasy, though, and their fries are no good. I don't like that custard either. Let's get a good oncologist. What kind of cancer, Christine? And was that really your girlfriend that got her head chopped off? Were you able to verify that? Yeah, I never liked steak and steak. I'll get a milkshake twice a year, and I only get it at Baskin Robbins. Yeah, I'm vaccinated, yep. Oh, okay. Oh, poor guy. Yeah, sorry about that. It's hard to take. Oh, Daisy's trying to get these buns. Sorry, Daisy. Let's go to the birds, hon. Not you, honey. Yeah, I think Baskin Robbins still the best ice cream. Unless you can get a Fred Sanders and they keep the hot fudge 144 degrees plus. Anything less than that, it sucks. Yeah, cancer sucks. My best friend died of it in Chicago. It's part of the reason why I left there. I was not doing that great myself, and then I went through that whole thing with him. And then he died, and it's just like, you know what, I'm getting the hell out of here. We used to go to lunch almost every day for 9 years. There's an old guy walking around here. I gave him 20 bucks the other day. I say old guy, he's probably my age. He said, I'll pay you back. I said, no, you don't need to pay me back. He just looks like a guy like I'd run into down on the stroll. I don't know what the deal is with him. I saw him leaving my house today, walking down the main drag. Nice guy, just... That can happen to anybody. Oh, sorry about that, Ahava. What surgery, Neff? What kind of surgery? Hey, Stephanie. This is what happens when you live in a small farming town. This is my entertainment when I want to get out. Sitting in a McDonald's parking lot. It's dead, dead. I'll drive downtown, actually. It's DOA around here. This is supposed to be our bustling prime time of the year, and it's dead. Like I say all the time, it was busier 100 years ago than it is now. Yeah, actually, those Hershey's places, I bet they had one of those in Chicago for a while. We had Ghirardelli's too. That was good. I think it's this COVID bullshit. You know, people losing their jobs, not getting. You know, it's just bad out there, man. It's nothing like it was pre-COVID. No way. It's really tough out there. Companies going out of business. Wagyu burgers being sold at Arby's. What the hell's going on? This Home Depot's not doing shit either. This place used to be busy as hell. You go in there now, I don't care when either. Weekend, night, nobody there. A manager told me at Walmart last night that Walmart's getting out of the like retail store you're used to, and they're gonna do more like Sam's Clubs. That they just found that staffing these stores and stuff is just getting to cost too much. It's too labor intensive, and they're taking a different tack. And I think that may be some truth to that, because they're changing this store and it looks kind of dumpy. Looks like something you'd see in Tijuana. They stripped all the tile off and polished the floors, but you can see where the glue was. It looks like shit. Wagyu. Yeah, it's this Tim Hortons. They don't do shit. I know those people. I used to hang around those people a lot. The brother died, and they took over the other 5 stores. They got to play Russian roulette every night. They go home. They're my age, work like goddamn dogs. And those aren't high volume stores like a McDonald's. So basically, you bought yourself a job. Yeah, ours closes at 11. Yep. Why not? No shit, Cindy. Wow. No, you're right, Cindy. That's exactly it. Yep, you're right. They're full of shit. They probably took COVID to the store with them. Yeah, Flower Fairy. I'm the same way. You know, when I was living in Chicago, when I first moved there in '98, it was strong. I mean, everything was going for a fortune. I remember they were getting $155 a square foot for retail space on State Street, right around the corner from me. But I can remember going in Home Depot and waiting in line at 3 in the morning to buy paint. It was busy. It's crazy. In New York City, I don't really know what's going on there. I don't know if you've ever been to New York City. I mean, you can go to a place at 3 in the morning and all they sell is bowling shoes. It's crazy, man. Yeah, me too, J-Bo. That's why I like going to Las Vegas. Just get lost. Just go to casino to casino, listen to bands. I like those station casinos out there. Only once did I stay in a really nice place, that big giant like thing where you can look out the window and see those fountains at Bellagio. It's like $400 a night or some bullshit. I didn't pay for it. I went there with my sister to McDonald's convention. Yeah, Flower Fury, yep, that's it. Yep, Chinatown, that kind of thing. Hell, I can remember pedaling a bike with a buddy of mine just screwing around one night from Wyandotte to Greektown. And you could go to Golden Fleece at 3 o'clock in the morning and there'd be a line out the door. Hey, there's a fawn right there, standing in the bank parking lot, credit union parking lot. A little fawn. I don't want to see that little fucker get run over. Right near this big clump of trees where I'm heading right now. Another whole mall about ready to go tits up. Family Fair just left. I don't know, I think it must have took off. This used to be a Kmart. This hospital. Standing right there. Good, he took off. Yeah, these malls, we've got another big one that's about ready to go tits up. It's only like 40% occupied. This one's about ready to go up. Family Fair just left. The video store went out of business. Also, we got the dog food place went out of business. Everything's turning into an empty building and a dollar store. This armed forces is here. Salon, empty. Dollar store. Empty. I mean, who do you rent this to when a new Myers is coming into town? There's already too many grocery stores. Credit union moved into where the video store was. Isn't that crazy? Little Caesars closes at 8. Did get a new O'Reilly's auto parts right here. The old manager of Tim Hortons works there. this weirdo parked back here. Kind of weird. Hey, Frisky. Empty? Empty? Oh, thank you. And Eddie Bauer's closing the end of the month. And Van Heusen's gone the end of the month. But here's 11 o'clock during the summer. Applebee's long closed. I'm at the strip mall right at exit 212 West Branch. This place is about ready to go tits up. It's only 40% occupied. Yeah, well, I hope that's not true. It's not looking good, though. Yeah, I remember Edgewater, yeah. We had an Edgewater in Detroit. Yeah, Birch Run's struggling too. The guy that owns this McDonald's owns that one there too at Birch Run. And they've pulled out every damn trick they could think of to keep that place going. You know, that damn Amazon. They had the roof collapse here about 7 or 8 years ago on one of the big buildings, and it was all downhill after that. It was one of the anchor stores. Oh, that's what these are, power trucks. Staying here. That makes sense now. For all the power that's out. Oh, and that's one of those tire fixture things, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna get the scoop. What's going on here? Who's got power, who doesn't? I guess this Kentucky Fried Chicken's open. It's weird. Or that's just somebody picking up somebody. Even this mobile gas station, I've never seen them closed. Here it is, 11 o'clock, and they're already closed. So weird. That's why I buy Ardbeg 10. I just drink my problems away. No, I don't know. I haven't seen him either. Yeah, it is. Wait till you see downtown. I mean, I was coming up here in the late 70s, and it was busy as hell all summer long. You'd go to different bars, live entertainment. Hey, LA. Love driving around these nice summer nights. No, there's only one bar open and they close at 11 or 12. Dead. Everything else is closed. You'll see up here. Only one 24-hour gas station. That's the Marathon. You know, I can't tell you the last time I saw a funeral procession. This restaurant used to be open all the time in the summer, busy, closed like 8. Too hot, honey? This bar is a beer place, so they close at 8. Look at this damn phone. This phone sucks. One bar and there's 2 cars out front. No, I wasn't smoke. If we knew you, maybe, but we just can't let people solicit on here that we don't know. So sorry about that. That's all right, John. Yeah, I just, I'm not saying that you don't have a problem. I'm sorry for that, but there's plenty of people that we know that it's hard to like help all of them. So for people, there's just so many, and I'm not saying you're one of them, scams and people misrepresenting themselves, and we're just not going that way. I can't imagine where you would be in this day and age and have a problem getting food. What city do you live in? I mean, you should be getting all sorts of money right now with stimulus and the extra money for kids and food banks and Meals on Wheels and every other damn thing out there. Is there something else going on to where your discretionary cash is being taken, like a high rent, or a car repair or something? I think you've emailed me before, haven't you? No, actually, I'll be in line to catch a train coming back. It only goes to Grayling. Honey, you're panting and it's cool out. So even though it's cooled off, the humidity's high. Daisy's panting. gonna be home in a minute, honey. Yeah, I'm gonna take you home. This guy will get a ticket if they see those lights on a cop. You can't have those on when you're on the road. Yeah, it's pretty hard making money on a channel. It takes forever. Hey, BJ. Yeah, I don't know what the temperature is here now. It's nice. Maybe 80, 75. Oh, I'm keeping cool, and I got some Ardbeg 10. I'm going to be humming to myself. I drink alone. Because I do drink alone. Except I got Daisy. I know, hon. I'm letting you out, honey. You're going to get out, hon. You thirsty? You want dinky water? You want dinky water? I'll get you dinky water. You want dinky water, hon? Okay. I get you dinky water, honey. You want dinky water? Huh? Oh, and Smoke, if you send me your name and your address, and I can verify it, I'm going to tell you right now, I'll run a background check on you, and it all adds up. I'll send you some money. You want dinky water? You want dinky water? Here you go. Watch out. Good night, LA. I don't know. I haven't done a PI case in about 10 years. I belong to all these expensive things I never used them. I finally canceled them. I was paying for these things like for years. I don't even know how to run them, to tell you the truth. It's not as easy as just typing in a name, but I've got Ben Verified. I use that, and it's iffy. It's iffy. Yeah, she's thirsty. That'll happen when she eats a hamburger. Plus, she had one of her treats on the way there, one of her rawhides, so she's always thirsty. And it's humid out. Yeah, start it. It's easy. I got a case of water, Ardbeg 10. I'm just gonna sit out here and drink my troubles away. I think by about 3 or 4 in the morning, everybody on Match.com will look as a possibility. Come on, hon, we sit on the porch, honey. It's gonna be a good night. Oh, really? Wow. Full Metal Jacket. Right on, party over here. Come one, come all. Oh, yeah. I think what I will do is leave this phone right here for a sec and get this video, this train video going. I'm sure I'm not going to win any Resident of the Year awards for having these kayaks here. No, we'd party all night. Whoa. We'd party all night. I can set this damn thing. Yeah, perfect. I'll be right back. Well, that video will be up in 20 minutes. The title of it, Don't Ever Think There's Not a Light at the End of the Tunnel. Yeah, Jen, I quit doing that. It takes too long. I got a lot of stuff I was unable to hand out last year that I still have to hand out. I appreciate your offer. But I get enough money from YouTube now to just fund this thing myself. I appreciate it, but honestly, I don't need any donations. But thank you. Yeah, did anybody give her my email? Is she still on here? I went and uploaded that, got that video uploading. Oh, good, thank you. Oh, thanks. Look at the best vehicle ever made in the world. Yeah, well, I get money off YouTube to do it, so it's not really like my money. I mean, I did it anyway, but not to the extent I can do it now. You know, because it'd be like I tell people, it'd be just like I'd be doing this if eBay, I said, if YouTube's said we're not paying you anymore, it's like that's all right. You'd still see the exact same things. You go back from day one since I've been doing this, same interest. I haven't changed it up a bit. I know what gets views, and I don't really chase that at all. I know these train videos and these kayaks and stuff. I know what's going on, but I like doing it, and really it's just kind of a hobby channel, and I got to give myself an A for not selling out. Yep. It's a beast. Daisy got in that air conditioning. She said, no, I do not want to go walkie bye-bye. Unless she finished her. Look, she's eating her thing. Can you see her eating her treat? You want to come out with Dad, hon? Come on, we're not going to go. Come on, good girl. Just lay in the grass, hon. She'll lay out here in the grass for 5 hours with me. Good girl, hon. Enjoy yourself, hon. Captivating. Hey, I got luckier than hell. Don't think I don't realize it. I did. Like I said, if somebody would have told me they'd have bought me a tank of gas 3 years ago, I wouldn't have believed it. And I was doing a lot of that stuff, and I was broke as hell. I didn't have any money. I was still doing it. And honestly, I mean, I'd do it anyway, but man, there was a time I was not doing too hot mentally, and even when I was living up here, you know, nothing's going on, shit's not working out, don't have any money, you know, going through bullshit. I had a guy default on a $550,000 loan. And I knew of pursuing him, I'd be trips back to Chicago, and he didn't have any money, so what was the use of that? It was just not looking good, but I'd get up sometime like at 1 in the morning, couldn't sleep, and I'd just head right down to Detroit. Spend all night long driving around, going in those abandoned buildings, talking to girls, you know, shit. So in a way, I kind of like, even though I'd be that way anyway, I owe it to those circumstances. Because if it wasn't from Detroit, if it wasn't for Detroit and the predicament the city and a lot of the people were in for a while, I wouldn't have had any content. I mean, that's not why I went down there, but that's the truth of the matter. Those abandoned buildings and the working girls, I mean, if I would have just not done that, God knows what I'd be doing now. Probably be sucking somebody's ass for PI cases. And it's just made it so easy now, you know. have fun. And I was able to sell a bunch of shit that I couldn't sell back then, and I'm doing great now, but it wasn't looking too good for a while, and Detroit offered me like the only outlet I was interested in. So I don't hold off on having any parade for me. I got lucky, I recognize it. It's no great talent. It's play money. I don't have expensive tastes. I used to, but I don't anymore. I tell people all the time, they say, oh, you're so generous. It's so nice of you to do. It's like, you know what? When you haven't had a car payment in 13 years, you can buy a lot of shit for a lot of people, which is true. Good night, John. Have a good night. Thanks for the offer. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, I mean, I'm good in some ways. You know, I'm sure if you lived with me for a week, you'd have an entirely different opinion. But that's like it is with every person. Yeah, I love my Astro. Anybody ever sees an all-wheel drive one, someplace where hopefully they don't salt, I would let me know. I'd still like to get another one. You know, I got my damn Toyota in the garage. I got my damn kayak stuff in there. I got my shelves underneath the damn Toyota. Stay there, hon. Pure hillbilly. Those are my shelves. Those are the doors off my closets. And that's where I fit my kayak today. I haven't put 1 mile on this thing. No, it wasn't a pigeon, no. I wish it would have been. Totally hillbilly. Only 3 minutes left for the video to be uploaded. No, I mean, I would, but the mosquitoes will eat you alive right now. I mean, I know this sounds crazy, but I've done this before. I bought a boat just so I could go around McLeod Steel. And as you know, I took a journalist and a photographer from the Detroit News. We went to all those places, and you know, I used that boat 2 times and sold it. I'm not liking. Actually, I like the little kayak better than the big one. It's a pain in the ass going to boat ramps and pulling stuff around. I was gonna go to Mackinac Island, but I might wait till I'm chronically depressed for that trip. So I scratched that one. I'm gonna go down to Flint or Saginaw and go through downtown Saginaw, downtown Bay City, Shiawassee Wildlife Refuge. I also want to take the little one and go down the Osabo when a bunch of drunks aren't on it. Then I'm going to go down to Detroit again, back through all the industrial places with the big one. And I got like maybe 4 or 5 trips that I really want to knock out. I know this sounds crazier than hell, but I am crazier than hell. When I took the Tawas Bay trip, that was like a big bucket list thing. And when I spent these last few days paddling around Saginaw Bay in the little one by myself out there and nobody around, that was, I know it sounds like a low bar, which may be true. That was like another bucket list thing. So, you know, I'm not like balls to the walls like I was. I don't really like, I know I'm not like a kayak guy, just to go out and paddle around, not doing shit for the hell of it. I had certain places the only way I was going to see was with a kayak, and I've knocked 2 of them out. I wouldn't mind going up to where Mary's at, paddling around, but I'm not like I'm not going to be like, you know, going to every damn drop of water and using these things. I like birds, solitude, environmental, like an ecosystem like the Saginaw Bay, and the rest of it doesn't really do much for me. I could care less about whitewater rafting, sea kayaking, forget it. So I'm really, you know, if I sold one of these right now, I'd probably sell the big one. That little one's fun, man. I can put the latch down, 43 pounds. You can get in it without breaking your ass. It's got a great seat. Anybody thinking of getting a kayak, but remember, that's the number one thing. You can laugh. You're 18, get whatever one you want. But if you're older, the number one deal is the seat. It's the difference between sitting on an orange crate when you're driving a car or a well-engineered seat. The second thing's the drivetrain, if it's pedal. But I'll tell you, that $478 ones, I mean, 300 of that's probably the seat. Oh, background check? Yeah, I got eaten alive by mosquitoes the other day. It's fine right up until the sun goes down. Hey, hon, you partying with Dad, hon? You always with Dad, honey? That's good, hon. Dave always wants to hang around with Dad. Hey, girl. Hey, baby. Casey's the greatest dog ever. Yeah, hon. Good girl, honey. Dad love you, hon. Let's sit out here and party. You want to go in or stay here? You want to stay here with Dad, honey? Huh? That's a good girl, hon. That's a good pet. Oh, that's a nice dog. Yeah, you know, as I got older, I don't like fishing. I have some nice fishing equipment too. I mean, really like expensive rods with cases and expensive reels with, you know, tempered bearings and all that bullshit. Yeah, she does. You don't fish, do you, Mary? Jeff, do you fish? I mean, if I got something nice, I'm still going to be getting rid of a lot of nice things this fall and winter. I could still got some like good documents. 1500-year-old diaries, oil paintings, famous, watercolors. I already gave Faye my Wisconsin Dells thing. That's a hard one. Anybody interested in vintage photography? I got some really good ones. H.H. Jackson, early Yellowstone photos. I've got, what else do I have? Anybody that, hey, here's a good one now. There's a couple people that come on here from Cincinnati. I have a super rare photograph. Believe it or not, I got offered $2,000 for it before it was framed in museum glass. And it's of the convict ship Success. Google it. The convict ship Success, parked under the bridge in Cincinnati on the Ohio River. It's a killer shot. It's a tan can. Yeah, I don't like fishing. I don't like, you know, I like watching stuff like swim, and I just don't like something just trying to eat. I know it's fucking crazy thinking. I just ate a chicken McNugget, but these are one of the conflicts I live with. You going to Betty Bye, Cindy? Yeah, that's how I am, man. I'm the same way. I don't like putting the worm on the hook, catching the fish, catching those damn mahi-mahi, the dolphin, the fish version, not the mammal. That finished me off fishing. Went out and did that in Florida one time. You pull these things out of the water and they turn the most beautiful rainbow colors. They flop around, and I found out later it's because they're suffocating. I thought, fuck that. It's the last time I'm I fished. Yeah, vintage. I don't. Vintage. Most vintage photography equipment isn't worth shit. I do have some though, and I'd be glad to send it to you. Oh, thank you, Cindy. That'll all go away when you see a picture of me up close. And Cindy, you into any of that kind of stuff? I got some other photos. I've got a guy he worked for the Department of Natural Resources, the U.S. Fish and Game. This guy was like talented up the ass. He worked for the Smithsonian, Library of Congress, and he was like an unbelievable watercolor painter. I have one of his watercolors. Excellent, beautiful. I mean, this is nice stuff. It's not like you're not going to get rich, but it's, believe me, I didn't just go out and look for stuff at yard sales. I was very specific what I wanted. And, oh, you already have, okay. Poor girl, yeah. I don't have, what else do I have? I have some stained glass left. I've got an absolute killer piece of beveled glass. It's the 3/8, dude, not the 1/4 inch. Actually, it's hanging in my front window. Right there. It doesn't get any better for beveled glass than that. That actually came out of a mansion in Georgia, about 1882. What's happened is the federal government has allowed these states to charge higher energy costs when you need it the most. Here we have it from 2 o'clock till 6:30 p.m. They bend you over. I had mostly oil paintings. Yeah. Yeah, depression's a bitch, man. No, I can't. I don't have any talent in that. I mean, I can draw okay, but it's nothing anybody's paying for. I was really into restoring oil paintings for a long time. There was a famous priest that was, his father was the CEO of J.L. Hudson's. And he ran that big Catholic church over there on Grand River in Redford. I can't think of his name now if you told me. Anyway, I had quite a few of his paintings. I know when he donated that stuff before he died. It was like, this was a long time ago, like $1.5 million, stuff like that. But he came for money. Either that or he was ripping off the church, one or the other. I don't think that. He was a popular guy. Yeah, material. He's a fucking crook. Don't ever buy anything from that scumbag. I know a couple people that sold him stuff and he never paid it and they had to sue him. They got default judgments. He writes bad check. He is a total shitbag. And his prices are ridiculous. Hey, Jeff. Good night. Yeah, what happened to her dog? No, I don't. I'm telling you, that guy's a crook, Cindy. He's got a shit reputation. And his prices are ridiculous. What happened to her dog? Frederick, you want any of this stuff I got? You want any of these things? Daisy's feeling good tonight. She loves sitting out in the lawn like this. You feeling good, hon? That girl. Oh, surgery. What kind? For what? Oh, Hobbs. I can tell you a story about that too, but I won't. It's not a good one. I know a girl that used to work as a secretary for an appliance repair place. They were up at that mall. They were up in that mall on Jackson and Stadium. And they used to bring their stuff in there to get repaired. How long has this person owned Hobbs? Yeah, once a year. I bet they quit doing that. They give away everything for like 1940 prices. Yeah, that's it. It's exactly it. It was dirty. She told me they'd bring these things in for repair, which is, she said she would never eat there. Yeah, dirty is right. That's exactly it. Well, then they inherited the dirt, because this would have been about 25 years ago, and there were cockroaches jammed in all the microwaves and underneath the fan. He said it was absolutely disgusting. They finally got where they didn't even want to work on some of their stuff. So it's a new owner now, so I'm not bad-mouthing them while they're trying to make a living. But yeah, dirty is right. You know, I lived in Ypsilanti a long time. I had a sister that went to Eastern, and I was just a kid, and I was going up there messing around. And then I moved up there in 77. I graduated in 80. And I lived there for quite a while. I lived in Ann Arbor. I lived in Ypsilanti. I almost bought one of those houses right along the river there, one of those old Victorian homes. And then I looked at some other property out on Cherry Hill, and then I just decided not to. But I love Ypsilanti. Are you talking to me, Sammy? No, if you're talking about, are you talking about my kayak? No, it's plastic, molded plastic. I lived on LaForge. I lived on Clark. I lived on Ballard Street. Let me think, where else did I live there? I lived on, what's that street where that old church sold? Beautiful old church with stained glass windows. Washington, I think. Ted Tanglakis used to own it, the guy that owned the pharmacy right there on Cross Street. Yeah, Washington. I lived there. Yeah, I lived about 5 places in Ipsy. I almost bought a place on Ford Lake one time too, and I decided not to. I know some people that opened up a massage parlor and bought like 4 units out there in Ford Lake, and they caught one of the girls trying to blow an undercover sheriff, and they lost all those units and everything else they owned to a forfeiture that they made all their money illegally by prostitution. Oh, do you live in one of those houses there on, what is that, Huron Street? Do you live in one of those? What street you talking about? I remember some of the addresses. See you, Jennifer. No, yeah, I never bought a place there. You know, I was always investigating people out there as a PI, serving papers. I was always chasing people. I always thought it was so cool. I mean, that view out there is still fantastic. I mean, it's not the greatest water, but boy, in the morning and the sunset, I think that design of that complex was way before its time. You remember when they had Flag's Restaurant? Tin Lizzie? Oh, okay. Good night, Mary. You party on. Yeah, I really liked Ypsi. I can't believe how built up it is. But everywhere is built up. Oh, 2000. Oh, okay. So you've been out there a while too. You probably don't. I don't even know what happened to this guy. His name was King, a little Asian guy. It was called the Peapod on Ecorse Road. I don't know if you ever had anything to eat there. Remember the Bomber? I don't even know if that's still open on Michigan Avenue. Oh, okay. Oh, you're lucky, Jeremy. See you, Mary. Good night, Deanna. Oh, Bomber's still open. Okay. Where are you from originally, Cindy? Oh, Southgate. You know, I'm from Flat Rock originally. We used to go all get our. Did you know? I don't know how old you are, but you might. Do you know Chris Tarosi? Did you know Chris and Mike Tarosi? Did you know Dennis Prickett? He was a Monroe cop, then a Flat Rock cop, and then a Rensen security guard. Good night, Dan. Hope you feel all right. Yeah, 60. No, they would be a little older than you. Not much, though. Yeah, I used to go over to Southgate all the time. That place that made trophies, they made them for basically all the downriver schools. Southgate Sporting Goods or something. Is that even still there? Hey, Major. Hey, Frisky. I should have damn stuck it out with that Chris Tarosi. I didn't know anything back then, though. But she would have been like a good lifelong companion. Real quiet. You better believe I am, man. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't so damn effective. Jennifer, you got to work tomorrow? Yeah, I just bought a fifth of Ardbeg 10. Oh, okay, Cindy. I never got around that area. No, I don't think they do. No, I don't think they do. You know, there's only a handful of my friends that even know about my YouTube. I've had a couple old girlfriends recognize my voice, believe it or not. Get a hold of me. Well, I've had probably 20 people contact me over the years, and it's like recognize my voice, believe it or not. But no, hardly any of my friends even know I have a YouTube channel. There were two really nice older women that I met tonight. When I was, I take pictures of my food and I upload it. I don't know why I do. And the lady caught me outside and she said, I noticed you were took pictures of your food. She said, do you write articles or something? Or she said, do you have a YouTube channel? I said, as a matter of fact, I do. As it turns out, she's got two. It's okay, hon. She's got two religious channels, and I thought, oh my God, here we go. But we talked for about 20 minutes. She's from Gladwin, and her girlfriend was nice too. They're really classy, nice older women. Oh, thank you, Cindy. And then they asked me if I was a Christian. I thought, oh, here we go. Oh yeah, that's what I try and like be tactful about it, you know. I said, "Are you two into swinging?" And this is the way I get. I said, "Well, you know, good for you. Congratulations. It's up to you what you want to do." Good friends of mine were Christians, but I think it's a lifestyle and a belief, and I'm just not all in. And I don't want to be that kind of fraud. So I'm sure I'm going to pay the piper if you're right and I'm wrong. And it's better than, you know, I don't want to. I try not to turn it into an argument or something like that. It was nice talking to him. I pin him down on different things if it gets into an argument. And, you know, like today, I said, you know where the Jews going, don't you? They said, yep, hell. And I thought, yeah, there's one more reason why I'm not a Christian. I liked Alan Allman. I liked Alan Allman. That's what you know, I'm going to do that in the fall. I mean, I like YouTube, but all these fruitcakes around, and I'd rather just like have interesting guests. You probably, you know, J.P. McCarthy, he lived up there someplace on the east side, I think, even when he was on WJR. I liked him as a kid. I'd like to do something like that. And I don't know if you remember Jay Roberts. He used to do Night Flight 760. I mean, even when I was in high school, I used to listen to that. I thought, man, this is really cool. I loved Dick Cavett. I was a big Tom Snyder fan. I don't like the new people, though. Johnny Carson was okay, but like Conan O'Brien sucks. Jimmy Kimmel, boring. Those other guys, it's no fun anymore. Yeah, no, they knew what it was. They laughed. Yeah, right. Oh, did you, Cindy? Yeah, well, that's what I want to try and do. Yeah, I loved that. I loved Alan Alban. And the gay thing too. I mean, you know, I can show you in the New Testament, and I can show you in the Old. And you know, they're finding ways around this now because these congregations are heading south, particularly in Catholicism. Catholics say they don't support abortion, but yet they hand out literature recommending the rhythm method. Well, that's a form of birth control pill. Birth control. It's not a pill, but it's a form of birth control. So knock it off. Just things like that. Deathbed repentance. You know, the stories, the ark, walking on water, the burning bush, turning water into wine. I mean, come on. So, and like I said, I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying, I think for you, when you're going to do something like that, you can't be bullshitting around. And I'm not going to go around with a cross hanging off my neck, telling lies. No, you can't win. That's true. Yeah. I decided my religion is going to be, if it feels good, do it. Yeah, I read the Bible. I probably got, I bet I have 1,000 books on the Bible. I've got all, I mean, I've checked them all out. Hal Lindsey, all forms of Christianity. What's that guy, that English guy? He turned into a Christian after his wife died. He wrote a whole series of books. What is that guy's name? I have all those too. I could never get through them though, to be honest with you. Who was that famous author that wrote all these books? He would have like a big series of them. That's how he got into Christianity. Wife died, and he'd been an atheist up till then. Anybody know who that is? No. And besides, they've never found any evidence of the New Testament scripture, none. But yet here they have the Dead Sea Scrolls, another big ringer out there that gets you doubting it. C.S. Lewis, yep. That's it, C.S. Lewis, yeah, you're right, yep. I had a really hard time. I would just get couldn't take it. I read about half of them. I just couldn't stand it anymore. I mean, you're supposed to be enjoying reading. I've got a lot. I was a subscriber to biblical archaeology for probably 15 years. Jennifer, are you religious? Or Cindy? Cindy, you religious at all? Hey, John. Oh, really, Cindy? Huh. Yeah, what old Alan Allman die from? Oh, you're lucky, Cindy. Hey, John. Good Daisy sleeping on the grass. You sleeping, hon? That cool grass? Hey, Tobias, how you doing? Oh, Georgia Baptist, wow. Yeah, but John, at least if you'd have stuck with the Baptist thing, they believe once saved, always saved, which really never seemed logical to me. I like the idea of it, though. It's probably why they were catching so many of these Baptist preachers going to horror houses and getting secretaries pregnant. They were covered either way. Once they accepted God and were saved, that salvation was a shoo-in. I like the idea of that. Just like Catholics in purgatory, clean yourself up a little bit and get in on the first trip. Oh, okay, Cindy. Huh. Yeah, I think religion is fascinating. But I'm just, it's faith-based, right? It's a leap of faith. If it was all spelled out to us, there'd be no reason to consider it. No, that's interesting, E major. Yeah, yep, I believe that, yeah. And, I don't know. I'm sure when I get prostate cancer, I'm going to be praying like a motherfucker. Yeah. Oh, okay. Love, light, and harmony. Even if I think even if it was, this is what I think. I think prayer is a waste of time. I think it's no proof of it. I could argue this till I dropped dead of exhaustion. And I would take anybody on with prayer. But I would agree that salvation makes sense, and that praying while you are amongst the living would lead to your salvation down the road, fortify it. But I think everything before death is all bullshit. But if you did the right thing and you walked the walk and you even lived the life of a good Christian, that you would end up in heaven, if there is one. It would make sense to me. But this praying, I mean, I'd rather just bang my head against the wall. I don't buy it at all. And not that this makes any difference, but my Monsignor priest said the same thing. Thought it was a bunch of bullshit. But his training made him, have to sell this because of the profession he chose. And I had a evangelical buddy of mine that ran a church of 40,000. He thought prayer was a bunch of bullshit too, amongst the living. Oh, that bad, Cindy? Oh, a heart attack. Oh, okay. And here's another thing too. Leave it up to human beings. They feel they're entitled to know everything. That they should know this. I mean, I think of that a lot when I see like birds and animals and stuff. And that makes sense. They're just out there and they're living, and there's no pie in the sky. It's a big ass mystery, though. That's for sure. How we got here and the difference between humans and regular animals, and I'm sure I'm never gonna know. I mean, I'm not. I don't feel entitled to it. Yeah. Yeah, Galileo was they took that back later, though. They took that back on Galileo. He was excommunicated, but they changed their mind on that before he died. Yeah, I would agree with that, E Major. Yeah, but they ended up forgiving him later on. It's just like there was a time when they said that Christianity had touched everybody in the world, and then Columbus landed on Plymouth Rock, and it's like, oops. Yeah, they do, Neff. Yeah, that's what I say. The one thing that I really spend time thinking about, and I just have to wonder if God made the Astrovan. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. It's a lot of fun. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Yeah, that's what I think too. Makes you feel better. It's like people pray. I pray. It's like, you know what, like this poor Salt girl or whatever her name is, Salty girl or whatever it is. Her sister's missing in Atlanta, and everybody's praying. I say, get a damn PI on that shit. Christine's father has cancer. Find an expert oncologist. Man, if you sit around praying, man, you're going to be very disappointed. And, if you take 1,000 people during COVID, and 500 of them, and all 1,000 prayed, and 600 of the 1,000 are dead, explain that one to me. The ones that lived, well, God, wanted them around. The ones that died, well, it was time to call them. Their time was up. God called them. I just do not buy it. It's just no, I don't. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Hey, Air Cooled. Now, Air Cooled's father was a full-time preacher. And Air Cooled, at some point in his life, just kind of put his religious beliefs on the back burner. Isn't that right, Air Cooled? And he couldn't have had a better mentor than his dad. I'd like to talk to you about that sometime over a bottle of Ardbeg 10. We'll get somewhere. It'll accelerate the conversation. It's very interesting to me how you could be in that environment and slowly go full circle. Yeah, I love him too, Cindy. It is, Cindy. I circle back. Yeah. I sent a couple people the link. There's a nun that lived like a good life, and I say a good life. She was like a typical single woman, had a good job in Hollywood, and she's a. Oh, it's starting to rain. Daisy, you better get in. You're gonna get wet, hon. Come on, hon. You're gonna get soaked. Come on, honey. You're gonna get wet. Come on, get up in there in the porch. Good girl, hon. Get up here, honey. Good girl. Hop up there, baby. Good girl. I'm getting a little rain here. I've got to move back. You want to go inside? You want to go inside? Well, this is just a great night. Sitting out here, it's raining and it's warm. I mean, I bitch about Florida all the time, but in the summer, if you want to hang out late, man, you can't beat hanging around the ocean. You don't need a jacket. Catch a good sunrise, sunset. But besides that, you can have that place. This rain is coming out of the southwest. Gotta move back. Time to party. Oh yeah, where you been? Working overtime? Yeah, Bob. Yeah, he's a great guy. Oh, Mike died too. No, when did Mike die? Both those guys were always real heavy. Mike owned a Napa Auto Parts in Belleville for a while. Yeah, Bob was a really good guy to me as a kid. His aunt lived next to me, Lillian McComb. And then they bought a place over on Ford Street. There's another brother too. He always seemed a little light in the loafers. I don't know if he's around or not. You know, I don't know what that is, John. I mean, I'm not trying to beg the question, but I just don't know what the deal is on any of this stuff. It's just a big guessing game. Oh, good for you, air cold. Straight line wind. Boy, people have been mentioning that a lot today. Oh, Jennifer, that a girl. I got my Ardbeg 10 right here. No offense, but I've noticed all the women's avatars. You women are looking a lot better. Yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you what's fun is when you're out in a boat and it's raining. I had a 42-foot Carver for a while, for about 2 years. That's where I got married. It was so great. Just go out and sleep in the thing, anchor it, get in a big rainstorm, sleep up in the front like where the nose was. Oh, really, Mangia? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'd like to, Jennifer. Where's that crazy boyfriend of yours? Make sure he's out of town. Next time I come down there, you know, I had one girlfriend like I really liked a lot, and we used to go to where I take Daisy running all the time. That would have been 1977. I had some great times back there. Oh yeah, can you hear this rain? Oh wow. Oh, I think yeah, it looks cool. V-birth, yeah. Yep, V-birth. So I had fun. And, you know, it wasn't, I say I had fun. You know, I talk about hitchhiking like, you know, you ought to pay for it. It's so fun. It wasn't that fun, but you tend to remember the best times. And that boat was a lot of money, a lot of work. You just didn't go out in it that much. I mean, you know, you got a short season, right? I'd like to live in a place where you could use it all year, and now we're talking. And then it turns into a piece of shit over the winter. It was just paying to get it taken out. God forbid if you need engine work. Oh, you don't think I would like it? Oh, yeah. I might. Yeah, I get like that Bopak bored. The real bad combo is bored and depressed. Yeah, I think I think they take us down in a different way now. They do it through selling us things, leveraging us through finance. And then they really put a good dick into us and the rest of the world on this COVID. You come on up here, Jennifer. I'll pay to have your nails done over at that blinking sign over there. You know, actually today I was out walking around and believe it or not, that where I did some of those infrared shots and I did that brief time lapse of that tent getting set up. Actually, I did that for the tent company. I'm going to give them a copy of it. They wanted one for their website and I just uploaded it on mine. But that woman is actually where I'm from, Flat Rock, Michigan. Her second marriage, she's been up here, really sweet lady. She said I can go over there whenever I want. She'll let me in there, take photos whenever I feel like it, which was really nice of her because I want to get some better video of those sunflowers. Yeah, I love rain sounds too. Yeah. Well, you know, it's funny you should say that, John. Actually, if you put in the search box in my channel, my best friend, I told you, was a Catholic priest in Chicago, and I have a video of him and another famous priest, and that was about a month before he died. And you know, we had a lot of great talks about religion, and it was very interesting. And I would meet scholars that he knew through Loyola, and it was really a lot of fun. But when he was on his deathbed, I asked him, well, what are you thinking? And what he said was, I decided in high school that I was going to be a priest, and I just went with it. And Mother Teresa said there were only 2 times in her life where she didn't doubt her faith. And he said, I never went that way, and I just went both feet in, agreed to it, and I hope that I was right. And if I'm wrong, well, you know, what can I say? But he wasn't throwing in the towel when he needed it most. Oh, thank you, random person. Yeah, I'll tell you one little thing. That family, she probably doesn't know I know it, but they have like a shit ton of money. I mean, you'll see like $300,000 tractors sitting around the yard. And, you know, they got like 4,000 acres, stuff like that, right? And they redid this thing, just kind of a hobby. That tent was going up for a wedding this weekend. But really a really nice woman to talk to. Yeah, it's where I'm from, Flat Rock. Yep. Back in the day before '75, that's where you had to go through Flat Rock to get to Toledo, down Telegraph. Yep, that's where I'm from. Yep. Good night, Sipka. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Good luck with your dog, by the way. Oh, that's cool, Robert. Yeah, actually, do you go to Flat Rock much, Robert? Hey, is my train video up yet? Anybody can check and see if my train video popped up yet? Oh, Beverly Hills. Yeah, that's where my CPA lived. Beverly Hills. That's a nice place. Also, two attorneys I'm friends with that live there now. You don't know the Gallopins, do you? Gary and Sandy? Oh, really, Cindy? Okay, AJP. Oh, really? Oh, no kidding. Are you talking about Brooksville, Florida, E Major? Yeah, I love that area. No kidding, huh? That's cool. Oh, it's up? Good. Now, what is it just a little dot of light or is it a big? You never know what you're going to get on a random audit. Oh, no kidding, yeah. I did it. I don't know if you heard me about a week ago. I sold a detective agency and I moved to Florida. And the new guy had an investigation right after I moved there in Brooksville, Florida. And I had got a pretty good price for it, so I said, "Well, I'll go do that surveillance for you for free." And they weren't licensed in Florida. I was. And a lot of times when I'm doing surveillance, I just write down license plates. If I see some weird shit, I would videotape. I mean, you got nothing to do, right? You're just sitting there. And I did that then. It was a 2-day surveillance, and on that second day, a little girl was murdered, like 2 streets over. And I called the cops, and I did. I had like 9 plate numbers that I'd written down. I'd never heard from them, and it probably had nothing to do with it. And I don't know if that crime was solved or not, but that would have been 92 or 93 in Brooksville, Florida. Oh, okay, so you do remember that, yeah. It's funny, there's a guy here that I met, older guy, and him and his wife, she moved down to Florida, Brooksville. And she just told him in a text the other day she doesn't want him coming down there and she wants a divorce. And I know he's really upset. He's like 76. He's trying to play it off like, but it's bothering the hell out of him. And that's where she moved, to a trailer park down there somewhere. Oh, okay, Johnny. Yeah, but they're not together, and I feel bad for him though. It's really got him upset. He calls me all day long. That's the guy. If you look on some of my videos, he's got those dogs on a leash at the boat dock. He's actually teaching them to hunt. But I can tell he like doesn't have any friends or anything, and it's bothering him, man. Oh, good, yeah. Yeah, I mean, in my argument, I think the whole thing's set up with any animals in any phylum, insects, birds, people, is sex. Procreation, survival of the species. And when you're young, you're attracted to people. I mean, young people are attractive. And you meet people and you don't know shit, and you're watching these shows on TV, and like it or not, it's a man and woman world. You're going to get transgenders and gays and hermaphrodites and all this other stuff, but it's basically dominated. The world is set up by men and women. And you go to school and you think this way, and you meet somebody you like, and they give great head, and they're going to have a good job, and you think, what the fuck? You're not going to get any better than this, so you get married. I haven't ever run into somebody that just had Cupid come down and whack them between the eyes with a big powder puff, and they knew their ship had come in and met this one person that they wouldn't have met under any other circumstance in life. Generally, it's settling in some way or another. You just, a pretty good person. I think what gets a lot of people married, at least it did for me, is you don't want to lose them. And you become friends. It's natural. That's exactly right. Yeah, it's natural. Whether it's deer or bugs. I mean, you look at all these, like BBC wildlife things, and the birds are puffing their feathers, and scratching the dirt, and the deer are doing all sorts of crazy shit. And people do the same thing, only a different way. And I think it's hormone based. And as you get older and you get smarter, and those hormones die out, that attraction and that magnet that got you together to begin with, it weakens, and you're just starting to look. It's like, look, she's gained 50 pounds. I'm telling you, man, hormones color everything. They make you kill people. They make you drive through snowstorms. They make you spend money you can't afford because you met someone you liked on the other side of the country. That's why you don't see people in their 60s and stuff doing all this stupid shit, because their hormones have dwindled. They've got more sense now, and it's not worth it. So I think the whole thing is driven by hormones. I really do. You can say, I love them, love of my life, whatever. Just run into older people. Almost all of them will tell you, if something ever happened to Dorothy or something ever happened to John, I'd never get remarried again. Yeah, you wouldn't. You know why? Because those hormones are gone. You don't have the same mechanism driving you to hook up. No, E major, that's so right. Yeah, yep. It's just like people that have threesomes and shit like that. I can't give you one incident. You know, the husband, all of a sudden the wives. I know a lady that's 63 years old that just got a tummy tuck because she thought that's the reason her husband didn't want to give her a good drilling anymore. So you're right. In younger couples, having babies, they think it's going to keep them together. That's right, Johnny. Yep. No, that's how it is, Air Cold. That's how it is. Now, here's the thing. You say steal. Now, this old guy I just told you about now, whose wife lives in Brooksville, that's the same did. They sold a house. They split the money. The idea was she'd move down there, and later on in life, he'd come down there and join her. So when they split the money, she got an extra $15,000 to buy this place down in Florida. And now that she wants a divorce, he wants that 15 grand back. And I don't blame him. So we'll see how it works out. But that's the same nomenclature he uses. He refers to it as stealing. That's not stealing. When you split those checks, you allowed her to take another 15,000 because you had the expectation that maybe someday you guys would be together. So what difference did it make if she got that 15 grand or you got it? Well, now that the deal's off, it's much different. So did your ex actually steal it or just break promise to you and took it? Yeah, you should get it if it bothers you enough, Tony. Yeah, that's true. You're right about that, John. Yeah, I don't know about that either. Love. What is love? Yeah, ulterior motive, Robert. Yeah, exactly right, Frisky. It is. So anyway, I told him that I'm going to show him how to file a lawsuit up here and have her served. I bet you'll cough up to 15 grand then without getting an attorney. He can file on his own accord because there's all sorts of... Look, I filed plenty of lawsuits representing myself, but thank God none of them ever went to trial. It was always a settlement or an agreement, or I dismissed it and they wrote an apology letter or whatever. I sued 2 people on eBay for giving me negative feedback that I didn't deserve. It's fucking bullshit. You know, they get what it is that, you know, I sold them, and then they claim this. And I said, well, send it back. I'll pay the shipping. No, you don't want to do that either. So they end up just keeping it because they don't want to send it back. And then they give me negative feedback. It's bullshit. I sued one lady in Ohio and another guy in Arizona. And part of the settlement was, you take that negative feedback off and you write me an apology letter. I'll keep you in court for the next 10 years. Piss me off. It's not right. Yeah, well, that's fraud, air cooled. You should have had her charged criminally. Did you think of that? Right, Johnny. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, nah, it'll just get you in trouble. No, I was living in Chicago at the time. That cost them 6 grand. I mean, if I sue somebody over something like that and I'm pissed, I file every motion in the world. Either you're going to come up there and represent yourself, which probably won't work, or I'll have whoever you hired in court every chance I can for bullshit. Fucking piss me off. Right, Johnny? Yeah, you lose the will to fight. Yeah, that could have been air cooled. It was 20 grand to not have to deal with her anymore. I mean, when you're in a relationship and they're doing that kind of bullshit, I mean, sometimes it's just worth, like, take the 20 grand, get lost. I don't think I'd have done that because it's 20 grand. You know how long you gotta work to have 20 grand after taxes if you're living a normal life with a house payment and all that shit? Forever. It takes forever to save 20 grand. Oh, sucked it up and moved along. Yeah, okay. Yep. Oh, do you, Johnny? Oh, 72? Okay. They were married probably a million different ways, Robert. They were married, bank loans, credit cards, all that shit. Oh, he did. Oh, really? Mike died before Bob. Oh, okay. You better believe I am. Yeah, if I get pissed, for the right reasons, it's a principle deal. I had some pit bulls in Dearborn, Michigan. Go look up that lawsuit. And then right away they started hassling me and they didn't want pit bulls. Look, I wouldn't have a dog that was aggressive. I just would not. But you couldn't tell them that. So they started their harassment. Then they came up with a new ordinance for me. So a non-trained dog catcher could look at a dog and decide whether or not it was aggressive. So they started writing me these tickets for housing an aggressive dog. It's such bullshit. So I sued them. I sued a couple neighbors. I sued the dog catcher personally, and I sued him as a city employee. I sued the city attorney. I sued, who else did I sue? The city manager. They laughed when I first sued them. It's like, yeah, they weren't laughing 2 years later when they wrote me an apology letter, dismissed all the tickets, and quit fucking with me. And I had to build a taller fence. I'm going to sue these Michigan State Police pretty soon, too. I just haven't felt like it over that bullshit they did on that damn dog writing ticket. They haven't responded to the Freedom of Information Act like they were supposed to. I got them on that. That's what it is. It's really a Freedom of Information Act request lawsuit, but I will do it. I just haven't got around to doing it yet. Yeah, but that's not, you're not going to prevail, Johnny. No, I've really toned it down a lot, but when the push comes to shove and it's a principle deal, I'm all in on it. Yeah, no, I had one of that fruitcake come up from Indiana. I'm going to sue one of these goddamn YouTube stalkers one of these days, too. They just haven't really quite breached the threshold to make it worth it. But I'm looking for an example. Yeah, you're not going to get 7,500, no way. Yeah, they're crazy. I think the $100 they offered was probably what you didn't make it work. See, here's the thing that people don't understand. You can't sue people just because you're mad, you're pissed, or something didn't work out the way you wanted it to. You have to show damages. That's the hurdle that people can't get over. It's like, well, pain and suffering. Okay, well, let's see. Show me your proof. Did you start banging your head against the wall and go to a psychiatrist for 3 years and lose your job because of your absences? Now we're talking. Now we're talking about real damages. Did your wife leave you because you were inconsolable and argumentative and started beating her, but you hadn't done that before this issue? You have to prove your damages. You have to bring in expert witnesses. You have to show how this damaged you financially, not just being pissed and not liking it. Most of these people have no idea what they're talking about when it comes to libel and slander. Yeah, exactly, E Major. Yeah, that's exactly right. That lady's a lunatic. It happens to be Amish and bakes cookies and bread in the morning. But she's nuts. Oh, a squeaky wheel? That a girl. Yeah, small claims is different. I mean, it's, the rules of procedure are out the window. I mean, they listen to anything in small claims court. It's crazy the amount, but they want to move things along. They don't want the system clogged up with a bunch of bullshit. It makes sense to me. Yeah, she's nuts. What happened on that Amish deal, if you pay attention to that, is there is some guy out there that driving a white Jeep, chasing these people down. And that stupid dispatcher allowed a call about me to turn into a call about two people. And he basically, I don't really think he paid much attention. And she's freaking out, and, child trafficking and all this bullshit. And if you listen to how she described him, I wasn't doing any of that. But she thought that, in this day and age that I could have been just like him. But I wasn't any of those things. None of that happened. But, here the guy said, well, do you want me to trespass him? Well, what that means is, do you want me to tell him he can't go in there anymore? He didn't really want to deal with it, and he thought, well, hell, we just won't let him come in there anymore. So that's what happened. Total horseshit. I don't care. It speaks volumes. I mean, I don't go there anymore. Why would I? But it goes to show you how you can get caught up in situations when some dumbass dispatcher allowed a kook to run wild with her abstract complaint. So, I thought of suing them for a while, but right away, you're back into what are my damages? There are none. Pissed me off. Wasn't fair. That's not compensable. Yeah, take the 100, move on. Yeah, that's what I say. Take the 100, move on. That's exactly right, Allison Smoke. No, not really. There's no damages. There aren't. It's a shitty lawsuit. There's no basis for it. I mean, and it's a private business. They can tell anybody that owns a private business can tell you to don't come back here. The only time they can't do it is because of your sex, race, or religion. They could say, hey, we don't like red tennis shoes. You're wearing red tennis shoes. We don't want you in here again. You couldn't do shit about it. That's the law. Yeah, but I'm telling you, Johnny, if you're not going to get that. And where did you file this suit? In district court? I don't know what the upper limit is in Michigan now on small claims. But you want to be careful of, they can sanction you for what they consider a frivolous lawsuit. Because Del Taco is going to say they acted in good faith and would give you another taco, and they paid you for the time you lost for not being on their time. A judge could sanction you for that. They acted in good faith and you didn't go along with it. Right. I think you're going to get your ass handed to you. No, it's not. It's not. Which makes me think that he filed in district court. Yeah, you're not getting any pain and suffering for getting the wrong taco. You're dreaming. You need to wake up. Well, let me know so I can go. I haven't been to a comedy castle in a while. Act like you don't know me, please. Oh, is that what it is? 15? No, I think it's more than that now in Michigan. No, it went up. They raised it. It's a lot more. Yeah, but you're not following a legal premise. You're pissed off. And that's different. I think you're going to get bent over good. Yep. Oh, LA small claims. Okay. Well, I can definitely see why you threw up, man. I got one of those Del Tacos once when I was there in Dearborn. That thing is absolutely terrible. I mean, really shitty. Oh, Los Angeles. Oh, is it 65 now? Wow, crazy. Hey Johnny, this could be your ticket to a really successful YouTube channel. Some courts have it recorded all the time. Could you please try to get a copy of that? You could go big time with this. It doesn't matter but there's still no damages. You could go out. She could have said to the cop, "I think he's a pervert and a loser, and he takes pictures." That's her opinion. That doesn't mean that's not compensable. That's what she thought based on me and this other guy that was out there driving around. There's zero merit for a lawsuit. None. And if I filed a lawsuit like that, once again, there's a chance I could be sanctioned. It's one thing representing yourself. It's another thing filing something where you didn't do any research. And you could drive up and down Michigan on both sides of the state to the rest of your life, and you're not going to get an attorney that's going to take that case. Why? Because he understands the law. That's right, Easy Major. That's exactly it. Right. Yeah, but so what? You threw up. Lots of people throw up for lots of reasons. You're not damaged by this. It was an inconvenience. You fucked up. You think Del Taco sucks. But you're dreaming if you think you're going to be compensated for that anymore. That doesn't mean it matter either. That doesn't have anything to do with it either. There's people that get food poisoning in restaurants every day all over the country and don't get a goddamn penny. You were late for work and they offered to cover it. End of story. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Right. You need to go on Judge Judy. Let her get a hold of your ass. I tell you, I'll watch that. I'll pay pay-per-view on that one. That shows, basically what Judge Judy is. It's binding arbitration. They set a studio up like a courtroom, but you could tell her to go fuck herself. They couldn't do shit. But that show would never air because it's all tape delayed. I'm sure that's happened along in tapings. She starts bad mouthing, making somebody look stupid, and they say, "Hey, fuck you, you old hag," and walk out. Nobody can do shit. It's binding arbitration. It's a civil contract. She's not holding anybody in contempt of court. And when you go on those shows, you get paid anyway, whether you win or whether you lose. It's a clown fest. It's not real court. Yeah, Robert. Yeah, that was those Muslims. They did the same thing for fries cooked in lard with McDonald's about 15 years ago. Yep. Yeah, that's true, Tony. But still, you'd need to show damages. I mean, if you bit into a damn razor blade and got 6 stitches in your tongue, you may get your bill paid, unless you talk like Donald Duck after that for the rest of your life, and maybe you get some more money then. But yeah, these people don't understand the premise of compensability in damages. They just, I don't know how, I don't get how they believe themselves. Yeah, thank you, Dan. You know damn well, Johnny, you talk to lawyers and they probably said, excuse me for a second, while they laughed and put their hand over the phone. I mean, you're dreaming, bud. It sucks that you got a bad taco. How about if I PayPal you $25 and you go get the burrito bowl at Taco Bell and we'll call it even? Don't be burdening down the system with this bullshit. And how much did you actually lose by being late to work? You didn't take the day off work. How sick could you have been? Did you go to the emergency room? You're starting to sound like a bona fide lunatic, Johnny. Come on. I think maybe you should get some shock treatment therapy. Or those big strong magnets they put on your temporal lobes now and just turn that motherfucker up to full tilt. You'll go back there with a big smile on your face and order the same thing. Yeah, right. Hey, Philip. Oh, Mexico City. Wow. Try not to get murdered. Oh, good. Boy, if I inspired you, you've hit rock bottom. Good luck to you. If you have any like camera questions or, editing, I can tell you how to do all that. Enough to like do what I do. Yeah, salmonella, yeah. That's right. Even that. Did you sue? Indigo, did you sue? And if you didn't, why not? Shockomatic, right on. Hey, Lila, how you doing? No, you don't, Johnny, or you wouldn't be going to court over this bullshit. No, you don't. How much did you lose being late to work? Don't lie. I'll PayPal you money. You can get the burrito bowl and just quit burdening down the system with this bullshit. Oh, okay. You still out there, Jennifer? Wow. Yeah, Lila. I got sick at an Italian restaurant when I moved down to Florida. That's exactly was the beginning and the end of the story. I got sick. Never went back. Oh, wow. Come on, Johnny. You need to keep it real. Johnny, I gotta ask you. This is my second shot of Ardbeg 10. Do you overreact like this with everything, or is this an exception? There you go. There's the silent assassin attorney, air cooled. The voice of reason speaks. Answer that question, Johnny. Yeah, really tilt that thing up, man. Put it on full tilt, because this is not normal adult behavior. Johnny, you know damn well if you're telling the truth and you're just not pulling our chains, that this isn't the first crazy thought you've had. I know you've done some wacko shit. How many times have you tried to get them to give you money for you got a stain on your the dry cleaner put a stain on your shirt, or you slipped on a banana peel in a party store? This is full disclosure night. Name me some of the other crazy things you've done. Oh, thank you, Lila. Yeah, you're right, Tony. So did Bill Naps. Home of the poison salad bar. Yeah. Yeah, but you had a good reason to be late. You had a good reason to be late. You ate something, you made you throw up. And I will give you a credit for being a trooper and still showing up. You could have just blown off the whole day. But like a trooper, you stood up tall, you wiped your mouth, and you went into that job that you couldn't stand. Oh, thank you, Lila. Appreciate it. We're here for you, but you just can't talk crazy. It's got to be logical, forthright, and sound fundamental logic. You just can't be talking this crazy shit. Will you do me a favor? Could you please take a hidden camera to court? Because I want to see a look on the judge's face when he reads that you're looking for 7,500. Anybody's face. What do you mean you hate lawsuits? You filed one, didn't you? Let me send you the money for the burrito bowl and quit burdening the system with this bullshit. This is going to be a cheap litmus test right now, Johnny, and this is going to speak volumes of your mental health. Do you think OJ was guilty or not? Yeah, right, Robert. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I don't know what that could be. I don't really like McDonald's food anymore. Jennifer, what time you got to go to work tomorrow? Do you know? Right on, Frisky. We're crazy, but it's a different kind. Frisky's a squeaky wheel. I'll go balls out for the right reasons. Are you sleepy, Jennifer? And you can have that whole place, man. That Hollywood stuff. No thanks. Isn't that the truth, Lila? Johnny, do you promise to keep us up to date on this? And I'll buy you the burrito bowl. Yeah, but why would you file a suit about that? Big deal. I mean, I understand not like getting uncooked chicken, but why are you going around suing these places? You ever think about lifting up the fucking bun? Want me to buy you a microscope that runs on batteries? So next time you can just take the bun off the top and inspect it? Yeah. Yeah, there you go, you're cold. Yeah, Johnny. Johnny, you never answered my question. How many water on the floor of banana peels have you slipped on in your life? You had to pull that a couple times, didn't you? Righty, Major. Yeah, you're right, Flower Fairy. You're right. Johnny, I don't mean to be too nosy, but I want to ask, what kind of jobs have you had? What was the kind of job you were late to? Could you tell us that? You don't have to say the name of it, but just the kind of work. So we're trying to get a profile, and honestly, we're looking for sanity. It's sounding like it, isn't it, John? I mean, if this is the real him, and he's doing this shit, absolutely going to be a YouTube star. You've got some talent, Johnny. I just think it may be misplaced. Oh, good, Donna. What kind of work? What kind of job were you late to, Johnny? Tell me. We're sizing you up for profiling. Everybody does it. Credit card companies, neighbors, employers, private clubs. We need to know more to this story because you're just sounding bizarre. No, E major, that's the voice of reason right there. Words of wisdom. Thank you. Johnny probably hates you. Yeah. Well, we're willing to help. You know how talk show hosts, they have like a sidekick when things get slow. I do it myself sometimes. I'll start talking about dildos or my religions. If it feels good, do it. Or I'm going to open a porn store. Well, I hate to say it, but I got about 4% power on my phone because I've been sitting here on the porch. It's not plugged in. So when this thing dies out, it's over for tonight. It's been great. But wait till it dies out. I don't want anybody prematurely signing off. Johnny, I'd like to say I wish you luck, but I don't. I hope that judge snaps it off in your fucking ass 3 feet deep. That's what I really think. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think, not when a camera's going. If it was just talking, yeah, but not when a camera's going. Well, because you wanted to put it out there and get a reaction, and you got one. We think you're nuts. Yeah, thank you, Tony. Yeah, that's right, Flower. Oh, thank you. I thought it was good too, Jay. But like Johnny, I can't thank you enough. I mean, you're like having 10 Ed McMahons when Johnny Carson was on. There is not a dull moment out there. There's not one dead minute of airtime because this is released endorphins in all of us. This is like taking a 20 milligram THC gummy. Just your presence here and your bizarre look at life and your frivolous lawsuit. Please keep us updated. I'm goddamn near close to making you a moderator. I mean, this is golden. Most people can't communicate like this because they're in a locked room and have no internet access. But here, we've got you, and I thank you for it. Okay, Johnny. Yeah, well, I hope you come back. This has been great. Hey, Pam. I hope you come back. Shit, I'd buy it. Yeah. We don't get this first-hand look inside insanity much, and you've really enlightened us all. We're just thanking God we don't own a restaurant, and you're within driving distance. God forbid. This is so great. I agree. It was a great chat. Hey, you guys have a good night tonight. You party on. I'm going to drink my troubles away. Yeah, right. Air cooled. Good night, E Major. Thanks a lot. Good luck moving back. Get out of that dump. Yeah, that's right, Lila. Good night, Pam. See you, Philip. That's a good chat, man. You never know how they're going to turn out. That's right. We didn't badmouth one other YouTuber the whole time we were on. We have the highest forms of integrity. Good night, Kim. See you, Pam. Bye, Curly. Yep. See you, Johnny. Give me your PayPal. I'll pay for the burrito bowl. See you, Major. Bye, JP. It's been a great time. Yeah, it's so great. No, you're not. No, A plus, Johnny. I agree. You're not boring at all. I mean, this is so off the charts. I hope it's true. You too, Lila. See you, Frisky. Bopak. No, I'm not making you one. No way in hell. And if I did, I'd probably think I'd throw some uncooked meat in it. Love you too, Jennifer. Can't wait to go down there and have that Greek Slovaki. Make sure your boyfriend's on vacation or something. Crazy, jealous nut. Good night, air cold. No, tell me about it next time I'm on, like tomorrow night, Johnny. I'm definitely interested in hearing about it. Good, yeah, it'd be fun. All right, you guys, take care. Good night, Indigo.